Newlyn, Cornwall, September the 23rd, 2020. The fishing vessel Aztec arrives in Newlyn Harbour from Scotland after a 35-hour journey. This will be a new beginning for the Aztec, and will be a new chapter in her working life. She will be converted in Newlyn, by Rowse Fishing Limited, from a scallop dredger into a crabbing vessel. Firstly, she will be stripped of all the old equipment no longer required for her new career as a crabber. She will have new bulwarks, a new wheelhouse, complete with new electronics, a new Volvo engine and new hydraulic hauling system. When completed, she will look as good as new. Rowse Fishing Limited is no stranger to this type of conversion work. Over the years they have done it many times to many different vessels and are very skilled at what they do. Currently they have built up a fleet of 8 vessels, all finished to a very high standard. They have also set up a processing factory for the crab and lobster they catch at nearby Long Rock. They cook and pack the seafood fresh each day. They also have a retail outlet alongside the factory for the general public to purchase their fresh products. Building the new accommodation means dismantling the old. Even the boss is getting stuck in. The framework for the new accommodation is 80 mm by 8 mm flat bar, the sheet steel covering the flat bar is 6 mm. Okay, who has taken my tape measure? The fire escape tunnel has been lowered into place into the stern accommodation. As you can see, the plasma cutter makes short work of cutting steel plate. When the new wheelhouse arrives and is installed, it will look very similar to the Chris Tacker which can be seen moored alongside it. At this point I apologize for the wobbly filming, it was awkward, but it needs to be seen, showing the before and after transformation inside the boat. The stern accommodation and galley area has been constructed using Lloyd's grade 6 mm steel plate, as required per fire safety regulations. Now the wobbly piece of film looks like this inside. Well fitted out with everything needed in a modern working fishing boat. The gen set is a Kabuto, model number V20-200, and has a 50 kVA output. The main engine at the moment is a Caterpillar 3406, and is rated at 400 horsepower. The engine room has been cleaned and repainted, including the bilge. Time for some painting before she goes back up on the slip tomorrow. I think the fumes must be getting to him. Well, tomorrow has come and we are on our way back to the slip, but not too far to go. In case anybody might be wondering how the slipway cradle works. Here's how, and this is only for the benefit of those who don't know, and not the ones who do. At the top of the slipway there is a little building, and in this building is a very big winch, whose cable is attached to the cradle. The towers on either side of the cradle are adjustable. Once the beam of the vessel is known, the towers can then be manually adjusted to accommodate that size of vessel. These towers effectively keep the vessel in a stable and upright position, safely secured between them. The main reason for the boat being back on the slip is that there are a few small places on the hull that needs to be cut out and replaced with new steel. This is no big deal, didn't take long to do. Sometimes things just go right, and this was one of them. The patch welding now finished. It's time to put some paint on the hull. The paint being used will be a 2-pack resin-based paint, which has been supplied by Penwith Marine at Penzance Wet Dock. Now we're on the slip, it will be a good idea to change the tide seal gland around the shaft. Francesca heads down the slip and back into the water, making her way to the quay wall where she will have the remaining work needed to finish her. Very soon she will be ready to go out to sea and catch some lobsters and crabs. Until the new wheelhouse arrives, this is it, but I will be back to film its installation when it's delivered. I think you will agree they have done a good job of the conversion so far. My new mid-range children's book will be available from Amazon Books on the 3rd of May 2021. A story set in Penzance, Newlyn, and Mousel.